and welcome to my April comic / manga reading wrap-up. I'll show you everything I read in April. So as always, there is a huge pile of comics to get through, because I read quite a lot. I dug, Dad finally dug out all the boxes for me, and I pulled out all of the comics that I've had in the boxes I still haven't read, so I got a lot to read. And I read quite a lot in April. Okay, so first we'll start with the mangas that I read this month. Not this month, in April. I read Parasite Volume 4 by Kodansha Comics. I really love this series, and I enjoy each manga. But yeah, things are getting more and more complicated, especially in the end of this one, so it's left to be seen what's going to happen next. I'm already halfway through the series. There's only 4 mangas left. So, ooh. Okay, and then the second manga I read is Sherlock Bones. I also dug out a bunch of mangas that I bought and never read, and this is one of them. This is Sherlock Bones Volume 1. Also by Kodansha Comics. I love this. This is great. I made a thoughts video about it. This is a great manga. I'm definitely gonna pick up the next one in the series at some point because I really enjoyed this one. Okay, so those are the mangas. Great stuff. Recommend. Now let's get to the comics. Boy. Now these should be more or less in order. They're in bags, so I put them like that. Okay, so first we have Space Usagi, Death and Honor, issue 3. I finally finished reading this mini-series that I just didn't pick it up in time, didn't subscribe. So this arrived in my comic shop and I got myself the copy I was missing. Very happy about that. Loved it. I always love Usagi Yojimbo. So great stuff. There's that one. And then I read a bunch of ones I got from Mr. Gray, I believe. So first there's this Conan the Barbarian, issue 17 by Marvel. Oh, this I forgot to say is by Dark Horse. Yeah, by Marvel. This is some kind of variant bullshit, but it's where Conan gets his hands on this blade that is not cursed, but cursed with something, and it takes over him. It's really cool. And then here I have read Nemesis Reloaded, issue 2 by Image. This is by Mark Miller. And I've heard of this story. I heard it's some crazy shit, and it is. It is a lot of crazy shit. I might keep this one. Maybe I'll get the rest of these, because I do want to see what kind of crazy stuff goes on in here. I watched a video about this. This is the second one. There was Nemesis, and this is Nemesis Reloaded. So we'll see. I'll put it in the maybe pile. Alright, then we have, one moment, a lot of bags. Okay, come on. Then I read Claw the Unconquered, issue 5 by DC. This is what I understand is maybe Claw came. No, I don't think Claw came first. But yeah, it's like Conan. But I would say his personality is a bit more interesting than Conan's. And I did really like the story and his companion that's in this. So yeah, this is a cool read. I also put it in the maybe pile. Okay, then I read these 2 Conan the Barbarians that I got from Mr. Gray. So we have issue, that's not the issue. Issue 32 and issue 34. Conan gets to this city, he's hired to spy on it. Things like that. I'm missing 33, so I don't know what happens in between, but yeah, you see, this is a cool squid monster lady. And in here he's got this, well, sort of lady of death, but is really a princess. I enjoyed these a lot. These were fun. I don't think I'm gonna keep them, but thank you to Mr. Gray for giving them to me. Some of these are also falling out already because of how old they are. Okay, and then I read by Atlas Comics. It's called Sergeant Striker's Death Squad. Or sorry, Savage Combat Tales. Issue 3. There weren't a lot of these. I don't think it was that popular because it stops at 4. No, actually, wait, this is the last one. It only has 3 issues, this does. It wasn't bad, I will say. I remember the art style was quite good. Yeah, the art style was quite decent. But yeah, also not one I'm going to keep. But still, it was an interesting read. Okay. Also in the giveaway pile. Oh, and then I continued to the next series of Stan Sakai's Space Usagi, White Star Rising, issue 1. I've had this one, but I wanted to, of course, read the previous one first. I love the purple on this cover. It's amazing. Love this one. Oh, also a Dark Horse. I made videos about all the Usagi Ujimbos. It really is always a fun series. Okay, I got to read Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane from Mr. Gray. This is issue 112. This is a really fun read. I like Lois here. Well, first of all, of course, the fashion. I love this outfit. The cover is somewhat misleading, but it is supposed to happen this way. But the stories are actually really good. I like them. I don't like the piss yellow on the cover, but still, I did like the story. But I also not keep it, but it was a fun read. At least I got to experience one. I love how whoever owned this, the kid, was watch my eyes. Look at that. Ruined the comic, but still it's funny. Because his eyes are wide in the, well, it's supposed to be. Then I read this, The Incredible Hulk, issue 145, by Marvel, of course. Here it is. Hulk is fighting this, Egyptian, well, sort of Egyptian gods, but they actually put in, like, monsters on the planet to fight each other, and Hulk intervenes. So there you go, and fights this giant, big monster of rock. And then here I read Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. Yeah, these are actually quite entertaining as well. I'll say this for Jimmy. But not really my cup of tea, though. But still, I did enjoy at least experiencing these, giving them a read. Okay, and we have also, of course, by Marvel, by DC, Jimmy. Then we have Detective Comics, number 603 by DC. This is with, I think this is part 3 or part 4 of this story. It's featured Etrigan. I loved it. I love Batman with Etrigan. It's a fun combo. There we go. Definitely keeping this one. Okay, then we have here Deathlock, The Biohazard Agenda. This is okay, so this is issue 13. These are all by Marvel. This is the first series, so there it is. It's issue 13, and we got 14. It's like a part in here, he has to find this like biohazard monster. This was really fucking cool. They're really keeping the Deathlocks. Then we have Space Usagi, White Star Rising issue 2 by Dark Horse. The second part of the story. Awesome. And we have, oh, wait, stuck together. Just thick. Okay, there's the last part of White Star Rising. My space is soggy. Had a sad ending in there, but what are you gonna do? That's life. A really nice covers. I love when Sten Sakai does the covers as well. Okay, that's one bag. And then we have here a Deathlog. This is issue 15 here. Like the fourth and last part of the Biohazard agenda. And there's issue 16. There we go. Now, this is like supposed to be his wife, but I don't get why they put in a blonde lady in here. I don't know. I'm definitely keeping the Deathlocks. Alright, so that's one pile. Next. Oh, I picked up two accidentally. Okay, then there's Deathlock, issue 17. Thanks to Mr. Gray, I have a lot of them now. So there we go. And I think I bought number 1 from Andrews, so I have quite a few of them now. I'm gonna get the rest of it someday. Also, of course, by Marvel. Okay, and then I read this is the start of a new series from the world of Hellboy, Shadow of the Golden Crane, issue 1 by Dark Horse. This was pretty good. I decided I'll pick up the rest of them. I wish someone would consider making the titles not so bloody long. But this one's better than Serpent in the Garden, Ed Grey, and The Last Battle for England. My God, could they have picked one or the other? Not to mention the last part is misleading. Okay. Then, oh, sorry. Then I read Batman Reptilian. This is by DC, the Black Label. This is book 1. I bought this. I did say I pulled out a lot of stuff that I didn't get to. So I got this one. The first issue to try back then. I never read it. Oh, it's got art by Liam Sharp. I do love Liam Sharp, sorry. His art style is fantastic for like futuristic or cyberpunk and stuff, because it gives you that feeling of being in this distant, dark future. I do feel bad that his art is wasted here, because the story is so fucking confusing. Like, it's Batman Reptilian, but you don't see any much hint of anything reptilian in this bullshit. Who wrote this? A shame, because Liam Sharp art is fantastic. Garth Ennis wrote this. But I don't know. I didn't get, like, the story doesn't... If our first issue is supposed to give you a hint of what's gonna be, it doesn't really do that much. I was like, okay, what did I just read? Well, anyway, I'm glad I didn't get any more, because I don't think I would have enjoyed them that much. Worse than the... what is it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Cool cover, though, but definitely not keeping this one. I'm glad I didn't get the rest of them. Okay, oh, then we have Ecto Kid, issue number 1 by Clive Barker. I came across it when I read Saint Sinner, and I really liked it, so I got the first one. I'll definitely be picking up the rest of these. Love Ecto Kid. Because that's going to be a good one. Okay, then we have here Star Trek. Oh, shit, what issue number was it? I was quite deep in there. Was it 57? I don't want to pull it out because it's an old comic. But I think it might have been 57, perhaps. Or 100 and something. Anyway, I did like it. It was pretty interesting, I will say. Cool cover. Nice and painted. So that was an interesting little story. Again, not much for me. So I won't be keeping it. Oh, and this is the like a reprint by White Man, because I think originally this was by Gold Key, and then there's like the version that's by White Man. I don't know why such a difference, but anyway. Yeah, I won't be keeping that one. Ugh. And then I read The Rape You Wolverine. This is like the first that first new series of Wolverine. Well, Joe Rubinstein, I think, made this cover. I don't know, he just looks rapey in this one, doesn't he? It's a bit creepy. I just, I don't know, I don't like this expression. Again, it's just really rapey. You know? Ugh. Okay, anyway, and it doesn't even fit, like, the story that's inside, based on what's going on. But, no, well, at least I finally read it. I know what it's about. It's quite sad, I will say. Okay, I'm gonna put this one down. Oh, actually, these I'll put aside for Mr. Gray. Oh, and then I read this Detective Comics issue. What was it? Issue 475. This is the one with the Joker fish. I wanted to read this one. I wanted to see what the fish were about. It was interesting. It was part one of the story. And Joker's a crazy motherfucker. Can't say he's not. And yeah, the art style was good. Joker fish stuff is crazy. Okay, so he wants to copyright the Joker fish. I mean, fucking hell. I don't know who the fuck is gonna want to eat fish that look like the Joker. I could probably also make you like the Joker. Ugh. Yeah, that one I'm gonna save for Mr. Gray. Then I read this X-Men number 273. Also, of course, by Marvel. Oh, sorry, this is the Uncanny X-Men. It's like Follow Me or the Professor Dies. It's all the X-Men together in a new base, and there's trouble. They don't know what to do. No Professor Xavier. The cover is fucking misleading because this has no one coming to them saying Follow Me or Professor Xavier dies. But I do enjoy an X-Men occasionally. Oh, and then I read Star Jammers, issue 1 by Marvel. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't also great. And like, it feels like you're supposed to already know these characters. Maybe you are. It was okay, but yeah, I wasn't crazy for it. So I'm not gonna keep it. Okay, and then I read, speaking of, The Serpent, speaking of long titles, there it is. The what I was bitching about earlier. But yeah, this is Serpent in the Garden, Ed Gray, The Last Battle for England, issue 3. This is the last one. I really love this mini story, but man, what a misleading title. The last part of it, that is. And even this part about the serpent in the garden, I don't really get. Okay. Second. Oh. And then I read this Shang-Chi, number 1 by Marvel. This is an older one. Didn't like the story a lot, I will say. The art style wasn't bad, though. It was quite good. But yeah, I didn't like the art style was pretty good. But I didn't like the story too much. Oh, look, and it's what they did for the actor Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, Chadwick Boseman, that passed away from cancer back then. But yeah, I've also not gonna. Oh, and then I started this new Stan Sakai series, or maybe a reprint. of Usagi Yojimbo, 10,000 Plums, Part 1, or Issue 1. I don't know when I'll get the rest of them, but I already started. I love this pink cover, it's amazing. Okay, then we have here, oh, we have Submariner, or the Saga of the Submariner, Issue 2. The art was good in here. I will say I'm not huge on Namor, nor did I become more of a fan from reading these. I mean, his powers are very interesting, though, but not my thing. Not my thing. So I read issue 2. Is that I got like the 2 issues from the pack of comics I used to get from the bookstore. Oh, and then we have G.I. Joe starring Snake Eyes and featuring the Transformers. This is issue 142. I love this one. The art in some places was not great, but this is writing by Larry Hama, and I love Larry Hama's writing. I was very happy with this one. This is one I got from Leo like a while back. Okay, what do we have here? A lot of bags. Oh yeah, and here we have an Incredible Hulk issue 459. It's where Hulk is confused and shit like that, and yeah, he's something's up with him, and he sees like things. I don't know. Basically, he beats the crap out of the Abomination in this one, and then stuff happens. Okay. Alright, then we have this one here. Moment. And then more Mouse Guard came out. So I read issue 1 of Mouse Guard, Dawn of the Black Axe. And this is published by Boom Studios. I'm so happy more came out. Unfortunately, David Peterson's not doing the interior art, but at least he's still writing it, so I'm very happy about that. Although the interior art is still really good by the artist. I made a video about this one. So yeah, I'm very happy. I look forward to more. Oh, and then I read Submariner issue 3, or Saga of the Submariner, also by Marvel. Yeah, again, I'm not huge on this, but still, it was nice to read it. Okay, and then, I read another one of those facsimiles that I've gotten from my shop. This is Wonder Woman. This is that first issue of like where they redid it or whatever. I don't know. I want to say though, this cover is all really busy. Like a lot going on here. I think maybe a bit too much. But hey, it is what it is. I liked it. It was good. Yeah, like Wonder Woman's not like a massive favorite of mine, to be honest, but still I did enjoy this one, and they will go to Mr. Gray. Okay, next, bear with me. Oh, and then I read this issue 11 of Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. Now, I like this one. Lear City has all of them somewhere in his room. When he finds them, I'll borrow them and read the full thing. But, yeah, it was pretty good. Oh, and then I read Venom, The Hunger, issue 2. This is a four-part miniseries. It was pretty good, I will say. Kind of wondering how the Venom and Eddie Brock even got separated. But yeah, it was pretty good. I'm actually considering maybe getting the rest of these, but I don't know. The Venom's not really a character I'm not attached to or interested in. Then I have this X-Men issue 3 by Marvel. Actually, I didn't realize I had issue 2 of this, so issue 2 I'm gonna read today, but I already read issue 3. I just didn't realize I had it in the same bag. Anyway, it is what it is. So there we go. I did enjoy this. This was interesting. This is the last, issue that Chris Claremont wrote. You can tell it's a Claremont. Holy shit, reading through this is like reading a book. But I did enjoy it. It had a really sad ending. Opa. Okay. Then I read Original Sin, Hulk vs. Iron Man. This is a comic I won from Whack Comics all the way back like a few years ago. I think though this might be a reprint, or I looked at my comic shop, the website, and there are multiple, like a few Original Sin series. So I'm confused. But yeah, I didn't like it too much, I will say. I didn't like it because the whole story idea. I don't know. It wasn't my thing. I didn't like that. I have no problem with stories of heroes against each other, but at least when it makes sense. This one was a bit stupid in my eyes. But nah, I read it now. Oops. Thank you, Lee from Whack Comics. Even though it won't see this. Okay. Then I read The Jack of Hearts, issue 3 by Marvel. This is another mini-series. This one I do want to get, though, because I really enjoyed this one. Mr. Gray also loves Jack of Hearts. I can see why. Oh, that Jack of Hearts. So yeah, that one I will be keeping. Whew. That's it, folks. We arrived at the last issue. And then yesterday I read Eclipso, The Darkness Within, but this is a Demon Annual. An annual from 1992. Or at least it says so. I loved this one. It was great. The art was great. The fighting was awesome. Fantastic. Whew. Okay, folks, I'm already tired. But these are all the comics I read in April. As always, I've read a nice stack. I'm quite happy about that. So that is it. Let me know if you read anything from here, if you've stuck with me this long. And that is it. Remember, collect what you're passionate about, share it on YouTube. Bye!